What's up, sons? It's Blind Run with Son of a Tech, and I am here to ask a question that I was wondering myself, and I hope you guys are interested as well. And that question is, does HDR affect FPS? And if so, by how much? Stick around to find out. So really the question came about for a couple reasons. One, Shadow Warrior 2 came out, and two, I actually own a television that supports HDR, as well as I own a graphics card that supports it as well. So the system we're testing on is actually an Intel i7 6700K with 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's the Trident Z. If you guys are interested, I'll put all the details in the description below. And the graphics card is none other than the massive Titan X Pascal. So we have plenty of power. What kind of numbers are we getting? Well, if we are playing on high or something like that, we're going way above 60, which makes it kind of hard to test because we need to be able to turn off VSync and any kind of buffering and still not get any screen tear. So we're going to play it at ultra, even though that's not the actual settings I personally play at. I personally play at 4K, and then I play at high settings, and then I use triple buffering to keep all the screen tear out. But for sake of comparison, this is what we're going to do. So here's the chart, and you guys actually might be surprised. Our min frame rates are exactly the same at 29 FPS. Our max frame rates are exactly the same at 61 FPS. However, our average frame rate is higher with HDR off by about 5 FPS. Actually, to be specific, 4 FPS. Actually, to be really specific, more like, 3.1 FPS or 3.9 FPS. So there you go, guys. HDR does affect frame rate, albeit not by that much, and I don't know if it's actually worth turning it off, because if you look at the results between HDR on and HDR off, it is a massive improvement with it turned on. It just broadens that color spectrum, or the color spectrum, so much that there's a lot more detail and just a lot more life to the world that you're in. I'll have to do like some comparisons here for you guys side by side. However, it is going to be difficult for you to tell because the camera I'm recording with is only 1080p at 60 FPS and the game we are running at 4K 60 FPS. So there you go. I did try to capture some of it with shadow play. However, the HDR has to be running on the television as well. And another note on that is you can tell if HDR is on or off. Well, by looking at it, of course, it's pretty obvious. But another way you can tell is that if you turn HDR on, actually just enabling it and checking the box within the game will send a signal to your television and the television will reboot. Well, at least in my case on the LG television that I have here. If you guys are interested in reviews on televisions or monitors, let me know. I've been kind of holding off on it, trying to get past all of these graphics cards that keep coming my way. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next Tuesday.